The Democrat Party are rolling out Pete Buttigieg, getting him ready, prepping him for the vice president role with Kamala Harris, is my opinion. Welcome to Doug In Exile. This is where the happy patriots are. I don't even know if I call it Doug In Exile anymore because this is on my art channel on YouTube. Don't forget I'm on Rumble. I'm also on Twitter or X under Doug In Exile. Super important for you to find me elsewhere, guys, because you know, you never know. So anyways, let's get to The View, who are pushing Pete Buttigieg right here.
Trump has also repeatedly tried to distance himself somehow from Project 2025.
There's the psychotic Sonny Hostin once again focused on Project 2025, which is a left-wing conspiracy.
I'm Doug In Exile.
Watching Doug In Exile.
You're watching Doug In Exile.
Doug In Exile.
You're watching Doug In Exile.
Sonny Hostin stuck on Project 2025. You'll watch her. They will completely contradict themselves over this.
But does that worry you? And will Project 2025 continue to be an albatross around Trump's neck? Because I don't know that enough Americans understand the severity of what Project 2025 is.
That's a contradiction. She goes, will it continue to be an albatross around Trump's neck, which the left is trying to hang around Trump's neck? And then she goes, because I don't think enough Americans understand or know about Project 2025. So number one, it's either a albatross around Trump's neck only if they know about it. They don't know about it. Therefore, it's not an albatross around Trump's neck because word hasn't gotten out. No one cares. No one knows about Project 2025. Only The View and MSNBC keep trying to push this. We swear it's important. Guys, Trump is not supporting 2025. I only wish he would.
Yeah, this is the only time in modern history that I've ever seen a presidential candidate run away from his own platform.
And that's Pete Buttigieg lying. This is the only time you've seen a presidential candidate run from their own platform. What about Kamala Harris's running from her own platform of open borders?
Who of us has not had that situation where you got to wait for approval and the doctor says, well, I don't know if your insurance company is going to cover this? Let's eliminate all of that. Let's move on.
Exactly.
We were together.
Yes.
And you'll remember and roll the tape, please.
Yeah, we can roll the tape. Well, you support the Bernie Sanders bill, which essentially gets rid of insurance.
I support Medicare for all, but I really do need to clear up what happened on that stage.
Okay.
It was in the context of saying, let's get rid of all the bureaucracy. Let's get all of the ways.
Oh, not the insurance companies.
No, that's not what I meant. I know it was interpreted that way. If you watch the tape, I think you'll see that there are obviously many interpretations of what I said.
Who here would abolish their private health insurance in favor of a government-run plan? Yes. All right.
So you saw the hand up by Kamala Harris, but then she sort of clarified that response this morning on Morning Joe.
Do you believe that private insurance should be eliminated in this country?
No.
You don't?
I do
but you
not.
raised your hand last night.
She's totally reversing herself on that because it's unpopular. What about her stand on ending fracking? What about her stand on defund the police during BL? No one has run against her own policies more than Kamala Harris, if she's articulated them at all. So Pete Buttigieg sitting here with an imbecilic smile, and it's too bad because The View is already starting to jam him down your throats, trying to normalize him.
And to be clear, Project 2025 is just a detailed version of what the Trump governing agenda has been all along.
I only wish that were true. I'm familiar with Project 2025. It's actually a conservative document from the Heritage Foundation. Trump is not a conservative. He's a populist. I wish he did embrace the things in Project 2025. He won't. He flat out said it. He goes, I don't care about this document. I'm not going to follow it. So all these are lies that they're trying to pin it on Trump. But Buttigieg and The View are lying to you once again.
We know that because it fits perfectly with what he did in his first term, and it's clearly what he would do in his second term. And the real problem isn't some document called Project 2025. The problem is what's in it. The problem is what he plans to do.
And now they're going to project all this stuff on Trump, on what he's going to do. Listen to the lies they're going to say that Trump is for. And we all know, we publicly can see that Trump has not supported what is in Project 2025.
Doubling down on eliminating a woman's right to choose.
That's the big one right there. The woman's right to choose. They're trying to hang this this idea that Trump is anti-abortion. And I wish he was. I'm in total disagreement with Trump on the life issue, okay? But Trump has flat out said it goes to the states. And they removed everything in his platform about a constitutional right for the unborn, which I support. And now they're lying to you, right? Because we publicly have all heard Trump flat out say that it needs to be at the Supreme Court, needs to be handled by the states. He's running from the abortion issue. He's no friend of the abortion. He's only better than Biden. I can only tell you he's better than Harris and he's better than Pete Buttigieg. That will only expand at worst. But their only hope is to try and hang this issue back on Trump, that he's going to further limit a woman's right to choose, which is false. It has always been false. It's always been a lie.
Getting rid of Head Start, as you mentioned, and the Department of Education, really sending our infrastructure backwards in this country.
And once again, I really do wish Trump would get rid of the Department of Education. He's not a radical. He's not a right-winger. He's not a conservative. Okay, that's what Pete Buttigieg, but they're trying to lie to you and turn Trump into a conservative instead of being a populist. This is all Democrat talking points that The View is supporting and pushing out there, and it's all a lie. They're rolling out Pete Buttigieg here because he is going to be their vice presidential nominee. They haven't announced it yet, but I'm telling you here, that's my prediction. It's going to be Pete.
Just so many things in there that range from unacceptable to crazy. And by the way, Project 2025 isn't just about policy ideas on a sheet of paper. It's also about people. They have been assembling the people that Donald Trump will push into the federal government.
This is also dumb, the idea that Trump is going to take this list from Heritage of people that Trump's going to appoint in the government. Trump listens to no one. It's one of his weaknesses. So little do they know, they're trying to win on Trump. And those of us who are actual conservatives that know how Trump is not going to take this list from Heritage and hire who they tell him who. Maybe on the Supreme Court, which he's done before. But he certainly said this document, I'm telling you, Trump will pick whoever he wants in every position. And he's not going to look at principled conservatives and go, I'm suddenly a principled, conservative. I'm suddenly Scalia or whatever. That's not how he works. And so they're telling you a lie that Trump thinks this way.
If he gets the chance to appoint them. And they're the kind of folks who wrote up this kind of stuff. It is really, really disturbing, really troubling, and most importantly of all, really unpopular.
Okay, it's really unpopular. If it was unpopular, they would quit saying about how it's not widespread and not really known. Is it unpopular? Can you be unpopular if no one knows about Project 2025? Pete, you moron.
You don't have to read through the 900 pages or however long it is to know that the ideas of this campaign, the ideas of what the Republican Party has become under Donald Trump, just go against what the vast majority of Americans believe on the issues that matter most to them in their lives.
Yeah, that's actually not true. It's the vast majority of Americans, the populists, really do believe in a lot of what Trump believes. Because, guys, it's going to be the middle 2% that called double haters. They both dislike Trump and Hillary, and they both dislike Trump and Kamala Harris. Those middle 2% will decide this election. I can explain it later, but please subscribe. Leave a donation with PayPal. Subscribe to here on YouTube. Thank you. Here on Rumble, here on X. I'm Doug in Exile. We're back, kind of.